What's up, YouTube? It's Fernando again, and here we're going to be doing the Blake's hitch, friction hitch that you use to tie into the rope when you're doing the double rope technique, what's also known as the traditional climbing system. So I'm going to show you how it's done, and I've already got one done here on the rope, just so you have an idea of what it looks like and how it looks like when it's in action. And there it is up close. See how those knots? That's how it looks right there. And what I tied into this with an anchor hitch. Now we'll do that in another video. I'll show you how to tie it in when you tie it into your snap. So let me spin this around. Now I'm going to undo this. So it's just as if you was climbing in the tree. Here's what you do. Okay. By this time you've already tied in your anchor hitch. Now I'm going to undo this Blake's hitch, and then I'll show you how it's done. And I love this hitch. This is my favorite. If I'm going to climb, I don't use nothing but the Blake's hitch. There's many more you can use, but I'll traditionally stick with the Blake's hitch. It's a very nice friction hitch to use. Trustworthy. Okay, now, just for all y'all don't know, let's identify a few parts of the rope. What's tied into you is considered the working end of the rope. The part that's free running, which will be where you tighten it, you get slack in it, or that's all the extra rope. All that is considered your running end. Now, between your snap, your working end, your snap, and the running end is considered the bridge. This is the bridge, what you'll use to tie your Blake's hitch onto the running end of the rope. And you can say tail end of the rope. That's what this will be, the bridge. Okay. Now here we go. Now for the Blake's hitch, all you do, here's the running end. You take it and you wrap it around 4 times. Now the first 2 you kind of tie loose loops, so you can just enough for you to have your finger through them, because you're gonna later on in this you're gonna bring the rope through there. But I'll show you. So you come in front of the rope. Don't start out when you're trying to tie real fast and go behind. Start tying it behind, because it's not going to work. Okay? You come in front of your rope, like I have here. Here's the running end, and the front end facing you, between you and the rope. You go in front once. Remember, leave a little bit for your finger to go through. Twice. And the next 2 times, you do them tighter to your rope. You say 3, and 1 more, 4. And so we got 2 that are loose and 2 that are tight. And so what we'll do, okay, here we go, we got it like that. Now once you have that, you have the rest of the tail end. You got your 4 tied over here. What you do, well actually I have 5 here, but that's going to work, I'm sorry, get too many, 5. It's going to go around 3 or 4 times, but you're going to have 4 essentially. Sorry about that, I did 5. You come over the bridge, under the running end, through the 2 loops, the first 2 loops that you made. And of course you got tie, dress, and set this knot. Okay? Tie, dress, and set. Tie, dress, and set. Remember that. Tie, dress, and set. And this will give your knot the look, the appeal that it needs to be able to perform like it should when you're in that tree. Now, always on the end you do a figure 8 knot. Now we learned that at the beginning video, so you should know how to do that by heart now. It's a very simple knot, tie it real fast like I just did there. Very easy knot to tie, but you always do this. You gotta have safety. This is backup. This hitch works great, but you never know. Do the terminate knot, figure 8, okay? Alright. Now again, this is how it's gonna look. It's gonna look like that. See how you got the tail end? There's the bridge, running in. There you go. That's how the Blake's hitch is tied. And I did a little fast, so I'm gonna show you again, just so you get it. It's always good to go over it one more time. Okay. Undo all this. Let's get this done. All right. Remember, we come in front of the rope. front of the running end. Go once, twice, and those first two, make sure you have a little room so you can put your finger through there. And the next one or two that you do, just depending on you, you do them kind of tight. And that's how you do them. So again, you got the running end of your rope. That's where your rope will be gliding through this hitch at. And then you have the loose tail end of the bridge. And then you have the bridge itself. So what you're going to do, you're going to come over the bridge, coming toward you, over it, and then under the tail, the running end of the rope, and through those first two loops, like that. And then tie, dress, and set. Tie, dress, and set. Tie, dress, and set. Remember those things, because sometimes you're in the tree, you get a little panicky, or whatever you might, and sometimes you feel like it might not work out, or you know, it's first time climbing. Don't worry about that. You'll get past that eventually. It works, or it comes with the territory. Eventually, all you'll be concerned about is damaging property, or maybe damaging your equipment down low, below, or maybe shrubberies, or working around trees. And you do your figure 8. Okay. Terminate knot, just to have, just in case. So again, this is how it'll look. Just like that, you see? It'll look like that. And it's just like this, and this is how it works now. Whenever friction is applied to this rope, see how I'm pulling apart? As if I'm climbing, it doesn't go anywhere. Put a little torque in it. Won't go anywhere. But see, all you have to do to advance this is slide it up. And that's why people use what's called a micro pulley. Now, I won't get too much into this because I don't use this too much. But you might favor this. All you do, you have a micro pulley. You attach it to your rope. I won't use a rope snap or a little dog snap, but I'll use another carabiner to just demonstrate this. Demonstrate it. And I'll just tie it into this part of my rope right there. Now all this does, now I'm going to slide this friction hitch down a whole lot. See how I'm sliding it down? Now, say if you're climbing up the tree and using the body thrust technique, all this does is advances that friction hitch up that rope, and it tightens and takes out all that slack. And eventually, wherever it catches on, as your body moves, it'll go up. And that's what you want it to do. So, again, friend, to all my viewers, it's a Blake's hitch knot, or a friction hitch, rather. That's how it's done. You're on Fernando Getty. Check out my next video. In my next video, we're going to be working on doing the Blake's hitch, but this time with the split tail. So check out the next one. See ya.